have to do a congratulations to Brad Bryan. It was neat hearing his name. They called him Bradley Bryan.
Yeah, that is his actual real name.
Yeah, Bradley Bryan won with his Uri motorcycle for, I guess, bike before 1950 or something. It was a category, and he won that motorcycle prize at the car show.
He had a good day that day because he also won a award at a flower contest.
Yeah, he put together a flower arrangement, won like second place in that too.
Flower arrangement?
Yeah, it's just a long story, but it was really funny because he won both of those, and so I was like, you had a good weekend. You should probably buy a lottery ticket.
Brad is a complex person. To go from a cool motorcycle with a sidecar to arranging flowers.
I'll have to show you the picture. It's what you would probably think Brad would arrange.
It's not what you think as far as in a flower.
Oh,
unless you knew that he made it, but he won.
I got an FTV florist looking at it.
He won an award.
This is a Brad Bryan flower arrangement, if that can tell you anything.
Okay, so it was a little warped.
Oh yeah.
But he won 2 trophies in one weekend. How many of us can say that? I mean, I can't say that.
I won 3 yesterday.
Oh well, that was true.
I won a major award yesterday.
You did.
Which one was this?
From Small Mart at the Duck Derby.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I won 3 electric toothbrushes.
Yeah.
Oh, did you register?
Yes.
Well, you wrote. I didn't register.
And I won the grand prize.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yes.
So if we're smiling brighter today, it's because we have new electric toothbrushes.
I was smiling until
the plumbing
50 minutes ago.
Yeah. That'll wipe the smile off.
Yeah, that's right. That'll take off real fast.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Yeah, Smile Mart did a wonderful job out there at the Duck Derby. So very good.
We were excited.
So they will win that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
And I shared.
Yes, he won 3.
Well,
you can't use them. Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
All right. So, Sonia, what do you have for us this week? Flood insurance?
No,
for
we're
the
not going
house?
to talk
We're not
about
going to talk about flood insurance
Yeah.
when the pipe breaks?
I mean, yeah, we could, but I'm probably not in the mood to talk about that right now. So we'll talk about a question that I had. And I get this question all the time. And I know, and I'm not going to say the name of the company, but there's an insurance company that has a commercial, and they talk about, there's a lady that talks about a car that she named because she loved it, and then her car was wrecked. And, okay, and her insurance company gave her another car just like it instead of depreciating it, and I get asked about that all the time. So I was recently asked, so I thought we'd talk about it. It's a good insurance company. We actually, have some business with them on the commercial line side. There are other insurance companies that also offer that coverage. What the deal is on a auto policy, if you have a wreck, they pay the actual cash value or whatever it costs to repair it, whichever is less. Okay.
Right.
So cars depreciate rather rapidly, and so what this endorsement that company and some other companies do is they say, well, we're going to, instead of taking out for depreciation, if it is so many years old, we'll pay basically for you another car that's like that within a certain amount of money. And that sounds great, and in some cases it is great, but what I recommend is you get quotes. If you're interested in that coverage, get quotes on that versus traditional insurance without that endorsement, and consider getting gap insurance if you have a loan, because that's when it's always bad when they total a vehicle. You weren't expecting to total it, but what's really bad is when a vehicle's totaled and you don't get enough money to pay off your loan on that car.
Right. That's when I think Stacy's is a perfect example of hers having, I think we owe something around 17, and I bet you at best on that vehicle we'd get 12.
Right.
So if it was totaled, if a deer ran out in front of you, for instance.
Poor Rick.
Of course, I would have the insurance card in the glove box.
Exactly.
But
I can be insulted anywhere in the world. I don't have to sit here and listen to this.
With your wife and your boss.
I can do this anywhere.
So brilliant.
So
but anyway, we would have to fill that $5,000 gap.
Right.
Is exactly what you're talking about.
And so there are different ways to do that. When you get the loan, they'll usually offer you that, and we were in a situation like that with our son, that when he had a vehicle and tire blew out and it totaled, and we just walked away from the loan and got a new loan, but
did they roll it in and then you got bigger payments and all that nonsense?
No, because we had gap insurance.
Oh, okay.
So that's what that's for, and you can get that from the people that you have the loan with, or some insurance policies cover that. So there's a lot of different options out there. Personally, I have a newer vehicle. If I had a wreck, I'd probably be happy having one just like the one I have now.
Right.
If Rick had a wreck, he would probably want a new one
No,
because.
he'd look at it as a blessing.
Well, that's true, but
got
you know,
that right.
because I mean, what my point is that you just have to think about what they're saying on those coverages, because sometimes they're good, but sometimes it's not what you even want.
Right.
So that and another thing I want to say is those coverages are not free. The ones that advertise and the ones that don't advertise that they're not going to take depreciation, that may be true, but you're going to pay more premium for
Right.
that. They have to have some money to pay for all those commercials, so they nothing is free, and so there's just lots of options. So everybody's situation is different, and I recommend, if you get a quote with that coverage, get a quote without it. Just talk to your agent about all the different options and what you're concerned with, you personally, because everybody's situation is
Things
different.
like this, really, folks need to be educated
Right.
on the deal. I talked to a young lady the other day who totaled her car, and she was so surprised that she was continuing to get bills from her loan company
Yeah.
to pay for the car. And
Is
I
that
was
crazy?
I was explaining to her, I said, the value of the car compared to what you pay for it are two different. Well, they're not supposed to send me bills because I don't have the car. I was like, well, that
It doesn't work
doesn't
that way.
that doesn't matter. And so education
Right.
is the thing, is that people need to understand that, like, if you watch a commercial like it or see something, you don't just automatically get handed that endorsement on your policy. You need to find out exactly what you're buying.
Right, and with all of those advertisements for insurance, there's always, the fine print that they have at the very end of the commercial that you don't see.
Yeah, the part of the commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, because some restrictions apply, it's not available in all states. I can go on, and that's with any. There's one that we represent that they have the guy with a deep voice, and I said, if I could talk to that guy, I would get him to call a few of my customers to say, not available in Texas. Because, so, I mean, there's just different things. But again, my point is, if that's something that you're interested in, talk to your agent and find out all your options. And so that was the answer to that question.
All right, how can we get a hold of you?
You can call us at 940-549-2525. Come see us, second floor Sierra Bank Building, or visit us online at www.bryanins.com.
All right, and tell Brad congratulations.
I will tell him. Thank you.
All right.